All right, we're still gonna admit people. So we've only done 2 days, but I can tell from yesterday it was a powerhouse day. And so I'm just gonna keep reminding us every single day that the Muse method is here to stoke the fire of us. Ooh, I'm muting because I've got background noise. Hold on, I'm muting all of you. Hi. So the Muse method is here to stoke the fire of us. And for, I would ask you, actually, I want you to tap into yourself this morning. And I want you to ask currently. So we're not like a thermometer that we're getting money for a charity, right? Like that it only just grows. Throughout our life and throughout experiences, like things go up and things come down. And it could even happen throughout the day, right? Like you could start your day off really empty or really full. And then in your day, you go down. So I just want you, all of us at the moment. So you're not going to do the Muse method, but I'm going to have you close your eyes and put your hands on anyway. And just ask like what percentage of you is actually you and what percentage is other stuff. And then I want you to ask, really? Is that the right amount or is it different? Okay, so if you have a number, come back and we're just going to share. Or if you're like, if it's a vague one like most or, whatever, that's fine. What are you guys getting for yourselves? Like how much of you is filled up with you?
I would say for me, it's about half.
Half. Okay. Right. So it's like, the thing that I want to say with that is we can go into like, let's say you were like 20%. You could be like, oh my God, 80%, like that's so hard. You still have 20% of you. So there's a fire there. Even if it's 1%, there's a fire there. Invest in that, right? So awesome, 50%. Anybody else?
It's funny.
17. I'm sorry, Carol.
Oh, go ahead.
No, Carol, and then I'll come to you, Gina. Sorry.
Okay, Carol.
It's funny, because everybody says the 80-20 rule. So like at first 80-20, and I'm like, ask again. No. 70-30. No. It was more like 60-40.
Okay. And so 60 you or 40 you?
60 me, 40 no.
Okay. Awesome. Right. So that starts to give you a visual of what's going on in your body. You don't need to know what the 40% is. All you need to know is it's not you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Most people go in and they go, oh my God, so what's the 40% that's crowding me out? Who cares? It doesn't matter. It means that I got 60% me. So how do I stoke that fire? Okay, Gina.
I don't know. I saw 17 and I don't know if that was 17% me, 17% not me. So I have no idea, but I just closed my eyes and I saw a white box with 1 and 7 in there.
Awesome. No. Right. And so just stoke the fire of you, whatever that is. Right. And it's like, okay, so whatever that is, like it can be an arbitrary number. And in 20 minutes, you could go, dude, I'm at 87. Okay. And then later on today, you're like, I'm at 34. There's no wrongness. Okay. There's not a wrongness. It's not like you've all of a sudden, oh my God, I lost me. Smack me across the face. What did I do wrong? No. Go do the Muse method, stoke your fire. Move back to you again. And that, I mean, believe me, there might be times where I feel like I just hit 100%. But even if I just go up 1%, I feel like more me. I feel more relaxed in my body. I feel clearer. Because when we are more of ourselves, it brings more power. It brings more more. Anybody else want to share?
I am way better than in July when when I met you. And I'm getting a pretty high number today, like 80, but
Uh-huh.
I do know it's influenced by who I'm around.
Yep. Right. Right.
But I'm getting much better at guarding and being me in the places where I used to lose myself.
Yes. And so I love almost all your words, and I'm not a word police, but I do love to like give you guys different words, because a guard is like this. Okay. A guard is like, oh my gosh, you a bad person. I need to put my walls up against you. Right. And so we're taught that, put up boundaries. But then the other person goes, gosh, she's such a bitch. Like, even if you never say it. And so like, I kind of want to poke on her. Right. Because she put up this wall and she's telling me I'm a bitch. So I'm going to tell her she's a bitch. And so there's this war that happens. So the other words that you said is, sorry, say them again, because I got caught on the guard.
That I'm influenced by who I'm around.
You're influenced by who you're around. So you guard yourself, but then you said other words afterwards.
That I'm getting better at it.
Yeah. So you're getting better at honoring yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So honoring yourself is a you choice. It's not a them choice. And it's like, ooh, I get to choose who I'm around. They get to be okay. They might actually be better not around me too. Like, they get to be around who like lights their fire, and that whatever they're doing lights each other up. But I don't have to stay around, because most people feel like they have to stay around because that's a good thing to do, is to stick around. And then I get to invite you to be a better person, because that's my job in this world. I get to invite you to be a better person. Ooh, right? Instead, go be who you want to be. Go have some fun, and like invest in the people who are, you're like, oh my gosh, around you, I feel like home. Around you, I just like, I can be anything. Around you, like it's not drama. It's not tough. It's not, I don't feel wrong. Like, that's where I want to be. Because a lot of times we ignore those people because we're like, you're going to always be there. You like me anyway. I don't need to effort with you. So I don't put any effort into the people who are home. Right? So I don't know if that fits you, but I love that you're 80. That's awesome. Anybody else want to share?
I will. My excuse me. My right out of the gate response, just before I even like put hands on that, I just want to say, I'm not in there. I've been missing for a really long time. And then I'm like, no, I can't really be completely missing, or I wouldn't bother to show up.
Mhm.
So I kind of want to give myself at least a 10 to 20% because I'm showing up, which is something. I'm taking action to that person has to be in there. Otherwise I wouldn't be trying.
You got it. And so that's why I said the really, right? Because sometimes we are lying to ourselves. Like, I'm lost. Well, I am lost in there. I'm in there. Right. And she actually has a voice because she's like, we're going to do something different. And you're listening. So that's a whole lot of like awesomeness right there. Right. Because you're like, okay, whatever that percentage is, you're worth it.
Yeah. It's just, I felt like it's like I said, right out of the gate, I wanted to say, I'm just not there. And I'm like, no, I am, or I wouldn't try.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so I'm so glad, like, keep saying that to yourself, because you need to hear it. Like, I'm not actually lost. I'm not actually gone. I'm really am here. And so I'm going to invest in breathing more life into me. So, and what, some fun things, like, what do I like to do? What would I like to do right now? Not in the future. It's not like, oh, I used to like this. It's like right now, right in this moment, what would I like to do? What would light my fire right now? Right? Anybody else want to share?
Sure. So I can kind of follow up on what Wendy said. I feel like I've been so separated for a while. So I was coming in around 29, which actually is probably higher. than I would have thought. But over the past 48 hours since starting this, I've been really trying to tune in and really trying to come back to myself. So I'm pleased with 29
Awesome.
for now.
And so I want to say, like, prior to coming, did you have that awareness, or were you kind of like,
No, absolutely. No, I will say the biggest surprise, I mean, Tara, you know me, we go way back. The biggest surprise is how far disconnected from myself I became without realizing it. I thought all this time, oh, I'm in tune, I got it. It was like, oh my gosh, I don't. Have I been deceiving myself? So this has been a real awakening for me.
Yeah. And so if we can love on ourselves for some of those awakenings, because I know I just talked about lying. I'm really like saying that we're like lying in like a playful manner. I don't think that we're deceiving ourselves. We are just on the freight train, getting things done, serving. I got you, I got you, I got you. And then we forget to have us. Because we're so deeply connected to everybody else's stuff that we don't realize, oh, I've just been pulling from the dregs. I'm not sure that I have anything left of me, right? Like, holy crap. I've just really been roboting. I've been showing up, but there's not a lot of fuel left. And so I've gotten good at pushing the car, right? I've been pushing it, and I've maybe been feeling exhausted, but I just was like, yeah, of course I'm exhausted. Like, I'm busy. Like, we just do a lot of courses and I'm fine. And it's okay. Hopefully you watched the video in the Facebook group. Yes, you did, didn't you? I think it was in multiple groups. Anyway, a video about emotions you did yesterday after the
I
call.
did.
I thought you did. It's okay. It's not just okay, but the emotions need to come up and remind us what's important and that we're important. Like, and I put in there, like, the emotions come up sometimes and we go, oh my God, this is so inconvenient. This is the wrong time. How long have we made ourselves inconvenient? Right? It's inconvenient. So, like, it's inconvenient for my pocketbook, my finances. It's inconvenient for my time. I don't have time for this. It's inconvenient. Oh my God, this is going to take more than 20 minutes. What the hell? Why did I sign up with Tara? Because, like, it was supposed to be a 20-minute, like, feel good. And now she's got me crying. What the hell? Right? I don't have extra time. I had 20 minutes. And now you're crunching into my time. Right? And then you start to go, wait a minute, my emotions are telling me. First of all, I love emotions and I hate them. But anything with sadness and depression, I want to tell you, it is meant to push you into yourself, into you. You're like, depression and sadness is as a cry out for more intimacy with self. Okay. It's a pressing down from outward so that you come in and, like, kind of like Alice in Wonderland, you go down the rabbit hole and you come out Technicolor, but you have to go all the way through. You can't push off. Like, you're not meant to push off the stuff. It's supposed to push you all the way deeply in so that you find more of yourself. It is that invitation. And most of us go, how do I get rid of this? What is causing this? How do I remove that? No. They say, like, the pressure on the diamond is what creates the diamond. And that's like, oh yeah. But no, for real. Like, it pushes you in if you allow it. Most of us fight it. We go, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Why am I depressed? What do I have to do? Where's the problem coming from? How do I fix that? It's not. Whatever all those problems are actually there for you to be pushed in so that you can be the fullness of yourself. So whatever you can do to embrace the sadness, not remove it, but embrace the sadness. If you need to take a day and go to a hotel away from your family so you can, like, cry and be under the blankets and then go, okay, I cried. I don't feel like crying anymore. What else is coming up from my body? not like done and dusted. Okay, did the crying, like we've done that, but like what else is coming up? Where is the like technicolor part of me that's coming out? Is it there yet? Oh, maybe I need to stay under the covers a little bit longer in silence. Right? So there's a beautiful gift in sadness, but most of us don't ever take it. So it stays around for a really long time and it shows up in a lot of different ways. And it sucks the life out of us because it's like, you're fighting. You're fighting. Just surrender. Okay. I can't believe. Okay, so we're 4 minutes away from the end. Let's do the Muse method. Share in the group. There's some juicy conversations that are happening with Facebook Lives in the Facebook group, and conversations underneath. So carry on doing that. But I want you to tap in where you need to put your hands. So I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to move my hands around until I slot in. Oops, first I'm going to get the timer. So I want you to do the same thing. But just okay, so we're going to start. Hopefully you're ready. 1 minute. Okay. How are you doing? More emotions. Awesome. To be emotional is to truly live, right? But it doesn't have to be so volatile. It's just that so many times, like we've led a pressure cooker life, we put the lid on. And so now we're just taking up more space, right? And so more passion and excitement and clarity and movement can come out. I encourage you, like, so just like emotions are energy and motion, to let them out. A lot of times our body actually needs not just the Muse method, but more movement, because things are kind of getting stuck heavy on the cells. So whatever movement you can do, even if it's just like flapping your arms, like you get some of the stuff up and out of your cells, because that's where it's residing. It's in every single cell and the spaces between. They get pushed down, you know, and then they get elliptical. And that's when disease gets to come in, because they're pressing together and there's not space. And so we really want to allow and breathe into them so that there's more space and they come apart and our bodies relax, and then our bodies aren't as apt and primed for sicknesses and diseases, because the sicknesses and diseases are just a reminder, like, come back to yourself, breathe life into yourself. You're not, you're getting pressed down. So move. We can all move. Even if you lay on the ground and kick your legs in the air, like, just shake some of the stuff so that there's more room for you in there. Yeah. Anyone want to say anything before we go today?
The piece about depression was profound. That was really amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for saying, Kira. Go ahead, Debbie.
I am just in such a good place that I haven't been in a really long time. And when I did the Muse, I got a little bit of teary, but it was tears of joy. And I've had an incredible week, and I'm just on a high. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
You on fire, right? It gives a whole new note to like what being on fire really means. Awesome.
Truly. Yeah. From the core.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, I will see you this time tomorrow. Love you, ladies. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.